Blessings everyone, this is Keleena. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the opening of the stargate for Solstice. When I say Solstice, my team has always spelled it S-O-U-L, Solstice. Because the solstice is not only connected with the earth, it's also connected with our soul and our soul star chakra. There's a lot more to it than we think we know. Alright, so I want to go over this because this is really pertinent to what is happening for the solstice. Back in early May I started getting downloads since I saw, and I'm going to try and put up in the corner all the photos and confirmations of all the stuff that I was receiving for this stargate that's opening. When I say the stargate, the one that's opening that I'm working on is one that I was told that I needed to open, okay? That I'm with my team as one for Mother. And all of you know I work, the mothers work through me. I'm very connected to the Mother energy. This is the one that's going to be opening with my assistance here where I am in the jungles, Costa Rica. So that's why I'm here now, and that's all the noises you hear. Okay? So, if you're ready, we're going to see, I'm going to share all this information with you in just a minute. Outside at night and take a photo of the full moon, and I believe it might have been the night before, and I captured it with a huge X in the sky and a line going across. And so I took the photo, and I wasn't sure what it meant until a couple days later, and a lot of people started talking about the grand cross for that month. For me, and I'm not an astrologer, you know that, I will always tell you that, but I speak with the energies of the planets and with the highest benevolent beings, the highest vibration frequency beings that I work with. I don't work with anything lesser than the highest vibration and frequency of my divine creator source, the I am, okay? So I'm gonna get that out there now because I don't want any negative comments on her. This is a high vibrational channel. So that came in. What I ended up finding out is it's a crossroad, a cross point for ley lines, okay? After that, I've got all my notes here for everything, all the information that I had downloaded and received. On 5/8, on May 8th, I was told, Keleena, I woke up in the morning and the first thing I heard is you're going to be opening a feminine stargate for the solstice. And so I just jotted that down. I was like, okay. You know me, I'm always like, yeah, okay. On May 10th, the Creator's hand came through the sky and held the sun. So I was like, okay. And it was Mother, and she held the Father, okay? Solstice, Solaris. So I have that photo. I will be putting it up. I literally have a hand holding the sun in the sky. I will be showing you that. These things are all going to lead to the information about the solstice and the importance of it. I'm going to be giving you codes, okay, for this solstice, which is coming on, I believe, the 21st. I'm not sure if it's the same day or if it's the 20th for some people. I don't know. I don't have that information. But I know the 24th is when I will be conducting the opening of the stargate, where I am. And I want to make this known to you now. I was shown that there is going to be someone on every continent that will be working with opening a stargate. Okay, so they sent me here instead of staying in the United States in Sedona, where I'm from, because I needed to do this one. I can't give you any reasoning behind it. All I do is what I'm being asked to do, and it's in agreement with what I came here to do as a galactic ambassador for Earth. So, all right, that day, the Creator, I have the Creator Mother's hand because it looks very feminine, all right? The 8-pointed star of Venus keeps coming in for me on the 10th as well. I have a photo of that. It came in the same day. An entire family of vultures landed in my backyard in Sedona. An entire family. Normally I see like one or two, maybe once a year, really, really, really rare. Okay, but an entire family. So I sat there and I looked at them and I started to video them. There was eight vultures. And vultures are the symbology of life, death, transformation. They clean up the earth. Okay, so they eat dead things, so they clean up the earth. So there's a big cleanup coming again with this solstice, or before this solstice, because this solstice is going to also bring another shift in awakening for everyone. There will be more people awakening, yes, but another shift in it for you. So a lot of you are purging really deep stuff right now to be able to be ready for this next part of your adventure in your awakening, okay, in your process, your points of moving forward, leaving the old identities behind and allowing, you know, the new you, the more abilities to come online, more of your full sense of self, of your I am presence, of who you are to come in. Because not everyone has embodied everything yet. There's a lot of people out there that think they have, and they're all out there saying, oh, I've done everything, but they haven't. And Spirit shows me this all the time. So it's very, very important to know that. Okay, on the 16th of May, Jupiter moved into Taurus. That day I was in deep meditation, and it's supposed to be a very significant time for everyone. It happens for a year. And when it happened for me, all I felt was massive expansion that day. And I was in meditation, and the seven sisters came in right in my room. They just showed up. And seven sisters are the seven sisters of Pleiades. And where are they stationed or positioned? They are positioned in Taurus. Okay, so what they showed me is the opening of the stargate is coming through Taurus. It's a Pleiadian active stargate. It will be an active stargate. It has been closed for a long time. This is the one that I am working with, the one that I am going to be opening. And all of you can help. This is why I'm getting this out here. I'm not going to give all the details of everything on here. It's going to be private and Patreon for specific reasons. I can't give you everything on here, and you probably know why. Okay, so anyways, it is connected to the Pleiades, the seven sisters. Almost everyone has Pleiadian in their DNA, so don't go yelling about Pleiadians and Arcturians and Venusians, and there's always somebody going, oh, those this, oh, that's that. Stop it, okay? We are Heinz 57 above as well as you are below. That's just it. It's plain and simple. Now you have to learn to get along, okay? It doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters. What matters is that you're human and you treat everyone the same with love and respect. Release. All right. So that's a message there. I have a lot more details of that, but I won't give it here. Only to my Patreon because it's private. On May 21st, the dragons started appearing in the sky in Sedona. I would go for a walk every night, and the dragon would come around my entire neighborhood. I would see this dragon. I have a picture of it all the way around from the mouth opening, the fire coming out, all the way around to the end of it, almost closing in my entire neighborhood as I walked. Sometimes I'd see it at Bell Rock or Castle Rock starting and going all the way around to Courthouse Butte, and I was just like, there's something going on. It happened, I finally realized, because I took pictures 6 days in a row. Dragon lines, okay? There's 6 ley lines that are called the dragon lines, the dragon ley lines. 6 days in a row it happened. That is how they gave me the information. This is connected. This solstice is connected to the dragon ley lines. The energies that are going to be amplifying are going to be amplifying from solstice to the dragon ley lines. So it's going to be a lot more than that, but again, I cannot give you the details here, okay? After that, my dear sister Julie, that assists and helps me with a lot of stuff on Patreon and the webinars and stuff. A lot of you know Julie. Um, she started sending the pictures of the crop circles. When she started sending those, I started getting information downloads again, like doom, 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 doom. Like, okay, that's that. And the first picture was this is about the solstice. The second one, this is unlocking keys. The other one that looked like I had just talked on my Patreon about during the solstice to have sunflowers, and one of them looks like a sunflower. They all have meaning behind them for me that I actually recognize and knew immediately what they were. I'm like, this is this, this is that, this is this. I don't know if there's more coming in because I don't look for them. She's the one who, like, she sees them and she sends them, and I'm like, oh, that's this, this, this. So it's all lining up. I understand what it means. And I will put, like I said, I will put the pictures up here to help you, because this will help you when the solstice comes. I'm going to give you activations for it, but also for what you can do yourself on that day. June 10th, I had a session, a few sessions here in Costa Rica, online, my online sessions, and I called in the dragons for one of the clients online. I walked outside after the session. There's 3 of these huge lizards with the big green ones with the things on top of their head, look like dragons, and they immediately, they just flashed their energy at me, and they made themselves these massive dragons. So again, I'm getting confirmation of the ley line. Okay, so this is how it works for me. This is how I get all of my confirmations and information. The 13th of June, I was channeling on Patreon for our Goddess Circle. We have the 13th of every month. We honor the feminine, and the 13th is the number of the goddess. That's why it's been messed up for so long. They're trying to take our livelihood, the Divine Feminine Day away. It is the day of the Divine Feminine. So on that day, I was channeling again about the sunflower, utilizing the sunflower for solstice when you do a ceremony. It's not only the symbol of the sun, it's also connected. A lot of times we connect it to the solar plexus, but you can also connect it to your sacral, okay? Because sometimes they're a little orangey. So both, you can connect it to that. On June 15th, I have a flash in the sky. It just happened. I think today is the 16th. I want to say, I was going to say my timing is late for this video, but it's not. Everything's right on target. Flash from Solaris, everything turned white. And I can see just almost like what it looks like now, but on the camera, I've never seen anything like that. I will show you that as well. It's showing me the amount of light that will be coming in that day, which is really going to magnify and illuminate so much into the crystalline grid through you. Okay, remember, you are crystalline beings. You're becoming crystalline, and you are going to be anchoring that energy. Again, on the 15th, which was yesterday, I went online because I'm like, okay, this is all about the ley lines, and I went online and I looked at and found the ley lines for where I am. I'm in Costa Rica, and I found exactly the ley line, and I was shocked because I have a drawing of what the grid is supposed to look like that I'm going to be doing the crystal grid to open up this stargate. I also have the drawing here of which I'm only going to really reveal this on Patreon because it is very private, and I can't, certain things I can't put on here for certain reasons. So but it's the stargate, it's what's inside the stargate. It's literally, there's something in there spinning. It looks like a pod. Oh, that's the other thing on the crop circles. One of them is the pod. And I got my download for this on the beginning of June, before any of those photos came out in the crop circles. And then my team's saying I can show this. Okay. So inside the stargate, as it opens, inside here is a spinning pod, okay? It's all gold. There's these balls of gold that are attached to it. I just drew it really quick. This was when it was in my third eye, and I was just drawing really quick. It is spinning, but it literally, When it spins, it stops and it goes click, 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 and it goes backwards and it stops. Like when you're unlocking something. And so they told me, Keleena, you have the key to unlock this one. This is a stargate. This is what's in here. This has been held, they said, for over 2,000 years in here. When this stargate's open, this is going to come in. It's a divine feminine high frequency. Remember, this is connected to the Pleiades. It was locked by energies opposing love. Okay, that's all I can say. So it's going to come in, it's going to be seeded into the crystalline grid, into the earth, to amplify that which we need in love, in higher frequency, in higher vibration, in the femininity of our mother, our cosmic mother creator. Okay, Gaia Earth. Okay, I'm not going to go into details on here. After it's anchored, something is going to be released from the earth that has also been held here. I'm not going to say that on here either. The grid that I have got to do with the crystals and opening the stargate matches this ley line photo I found on just I went on Google looking for ley lines for Costa Rica completely, and it just all was in my vision first. And I was in shock. I was showing Julie and Claire, I'm like, look what I just found. So every time I found something or saw something, I have photos of everything that was just matching up. Spheres of light. I kept getting spheres of light when I was back home with my dear sister Shakina. She was pulling cards with me, and everything's lined up. This is a very feminine stargate that's being opened here. It's going to amplify through the grid. Like I said, there is going to be stargates opened on each continent. This is what they're showing me. There's not just one. So this solstice is really, really important. What can you do? Well, I'm going to give you some activations right now that are going to give you codes to release some more stuff from you so that you can allow more light to come into you on that day, and you're going to anchor that into the crystalline grid, because you are. Some people call it, I call everyone pillars of light, okay? Some people call them acupuncture needles, like that. I like pillar of light. It's my own preference. And so this is what I'm going to do for you, and this is what you're going to be able to do. It's going to help you to release some more so that you can allow the new, so you can allow more light within you that's going to assist you and activation of your crystalline process in your light body to the next level. Okay, so let's do this, everybody. If you want to do this, you can listen. This is the language of light. It is what my team says I'm a master at, because I can bring in any of them. We're all mastering things, right? We're all mastering things. It doesn't make me any better than anyone else. It's just I have the ability to bring through all of them channeled at the highest frequency and vibration. And here we go. I only allow the highest benevolent source, love, light, the highest vibration and frequency of my divine creator source, to work through me, as me, of me, within me, outside of me, above and below me at all times, including this session now. Anything of lesser vibration and frequency than my divine creator source, the I am, must leave now. Okay, some of you are going to feel energy leaving you, because I also just I'm doing this for you as well. Kerara adora namaniana araki. Okay, open hearts, align. I now align and drop into my divine sacred heart. Kamora, Namera, Nechnaresh Sik Iris Namaat, Fut Uruk and Nanamaki, Shat Ech and Healing kaana mora nechnd kira shishi sham ar ut at kiara sasakarat shoot Makada etta nurkhandana sit emera ferachnd hashi hamara. Open, release, rise. What is this solstice about? Light. What is this solstice about? You helping. What is this solstice about? The amplification of all that is you, the I am presence, into and through you and into the crystalline grid. Mekiaro uta maroshnana mariera nachnana nasita fojuri da kiro utnei famaona nei farachne suchikrosno sitaturmanema moria marach sher sisi une maua maua aya amai amor. We are one. One breath, one heartbeat, one love, one life. Gaia is your mother. Never forget. Keleena Uranea. You're birthed through the sun. You're birthed in love. Respect all that you are and all that you ever will be. Eternal beings of love and light. Maniera, nuru, nach, ayach, nishitas, fatame, neroch nuye, amiaya. I am. I am. I am. Amor. Thank you everybody for listening. One exciting thing, those of you that have been waiting to go to Egypt with me, Egypt is booking. We are more than half full. For those of you that know the energies of Isis, Hathor that sing through me, work through me, heal through me, and all of you that have been following me for a long time have been waiting and waiting for this. It's here now. It is here. We are going to October, and interestingly enough, the dates ended up being during the solar eclipse and starting on Friday the 13th, which is the most feminine days of the year, where we honor the goddess energy. And you know, I've talked about this for years, and here we are. We are going, it is going to be powerful. I'll be running the activations through for every single person individually. We will be going to the sacred sites. All of you know that have followed me for a long time, all of the powers that work for me, the power of the I am the conduit, but it's going to engage and be even more powerful than ever. So many lifetimes there. I'm so grateful for all of those of you that have already signed up for Egypt. It is a 10-day retreat, and it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be explorative. It's going to be powerful. You are going to go through major transformations. I am telling you. If you've been to my events, all of you know how powerful the powers are that come through me. So it's going to be so much more powerful on that sacred ground. And I look forward to seeing you all there. Again, it's more than half full within less than a week. We are more than half full booked, so there are some spaces left. I don't know how many at this point, since I'm traveling through the jungle and half the time we haven't had power. I won't say why. Or internet sometimes. So make sure you, if this is something you've always wanted to do, you want to jump on this bandwagon, get on there and book your reservation, put your deposit in, and it's going to be powerful. I look so forward to it. Sister of the Rose is still booking in Sedona, and you all know how life transforming that has been for all the women. We're going to be doing that again. So my sister Shakina will be assisting with that. I look forward to speaking to everyone on Patreon on the actual day of the solstice, where I will be walking you through. I will be opening up the Stargate and working with those of you on Patreon that are going to be ready to do this work as well. Anyone can do it. You just have to believe. You are here for Gaia. You came for this. You have the power for it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here now. You were either chosen or you chose to come. Beautiful souls, beloved hearts, I love you so much. I look so forward to each and every time I get to come on here and share with you, and I so look forward to my Patreon family. They've just been a blessing. All right. I love you all. Have a beautiful month. If you have any questions about the solstice, I can't give specific information for certain reasons. I've got to keep that kind of behind the scenes. But you can always, if you're on Patreon, just message me in there. All right, and those of you that aren't, I'm doing my best to give as much information as I can here. I hope it helps. If you're near a dragon ley line, okay, there's a major one that runs through Big Sur, and it goes all the way across the United States if you're in the United States, and it goes out through, I want to say Virginia, I can't remember. I used to study the ley lines way back when the internet was first on, when everything went shh. I can't remember what they call that. I'm dating myself because my kids were babies then, back in the early 2000s. That's when I first got started looking at ley lines and ley line structures, and didn't really understand all the importance of it then, but they're really important. So these 6 dragon lines are going to be amplifying the other ley lines. And so you are a key point on the globe, wherever you are, to be out there on that day, whether you're in the southern or the northern hemisphere, it doesn't matter. Get outside, get in the sun, and receive. Okay, receive the codes of light that will be coming in through your body. All right, and just say, now anchor these codes into Gaia's New Earth crystalline grid. Okay, and for those of you that are more advanced, you're going to know some other things to do, and have no doubt that you can do that. Have absolutely no doubt. It's within you. All right, I love you eternally. Me chiara, matoria, mia aya. Eternal love, eternal light, eternal life. Maya kita, aya. I love you. Io so tu, farascia.